Right, team, it is day 6 for me. I've just finished work. I've done two 15-hour shifts, one of which I've had a sleep in. So that's 11 o'clock, you go to bed and you wake up at 7:15. Work officially starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I did get a full night's sleep, which was good. This is normally the time after a long stint. I've got the day off tomorrow. I'm in at 5 o'clock in the evening for a nice little short shift. But this is normally the time where I'll definitely be smoking a cigarette without one shadow of a doubt. The end of work celebratory cigarette. And days gone by, it wouldn't be just a cigarette, it would be a spliff. Which, that's something for later, some later content. I don't really want to talk about that right now. My problems that I've had with other substances, marijuana, alcohol. I'm predominantly going to keep this on the smoking tobacco for now. But yeah, walking out the doors and having that few steps of freedom, thinking that's it, signed off. Well done, Tom. Good couple of days of work there. The craving came along. And I thought it'd be nice to have a fag now. In fact, it was more just towards the end of the day. We were just sort of wrapping up. I've actually chipped off a bit early tonight, about 45 minutes early, which was nice of the manager to do so. I was just wrapping up and I'm just thinking, it'd be nice to have a fag now. Because today has been, it's been a good day. It's been a good day on the whole. But yeah, I'm tired, fucking tired. And it's been pancake day today. So, depending on where you're watching this from, you might not have pancake day in your country. It's a Christian thing, it's you scoff all your fucking flour and eggs and sweet things, and then you do your 40-day fast before Lent. That's the pancake day, and we do it. And as a kid, it was always a wicked day. I used to look forward to pancake day. It's like the second best day of the year after Christmas. I've got a pretty big family. My mum remarried, so I've got stepbrothers and my own brother. And pancake day was always epic. We'd have like a competition who could eat the most pancakes, and it'd be dozens of pancakes, sweet pancakes with like sugar and syrup and jam, Nutella, fucking the old classic lemon and sugar. It was good times, and the last probably 4 or 5 years, maybe even more than that, could be even fucking 6 or 7 years to be honest, I've missed out on pancake day. I've missed out on pancake day because I've been living abroad. I've been, just living life where other things take precedence over pancake day. But now I'm working with young people, and it's fucking pancake day, innit? And who doesn't like pancake day when you're a kid? And I nearly lost me rag. Making these pancakes. We'd had a bit of tea beforehand, just some savoury beef stroganoff, delightful. And then, Tom, come on, let's make some pancakes. It's like, right, come on then, let's get our A game up. And she happens to be a 13-year-old. She don't know how to make pancakes. I ain't a chef, but I'll tell you what, I can make a pancake, right? I know the first one's always shit, standard. It doesn't always have to be though. But yeah, I know what to do. But she won't have it. She won't have it. And what happens? The first pancake, she fucks it up royally, right? But it could have been salvaged. She went for the old flip way too early. She put way too much batter in there for a start. She went to flip it when it wasn't ready to be flipped. It all turned to shit. I'm desperate for a pancake. Rather than trying to salvage it, crisp off what you got in there, still good to go, she just wings it in the bin, right? That's the first straw. Then she goes ahead, second one. Tom, get away, I can do it. You don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. It's like, right, fucking hell, somebody else come and do this with her, because she's on her arse here. And second pancake, another shambles. Another one she wants to bang in the bin. I'm like, no, I'll have that, I'll salvage that. I managed to salvage it, get it in the pan, crisp it up. And then Billy Big Bollocks gets involved, another one of these kids. I mean, you've got to laugh about it because it's just pathetic, isn't it, what I'm saying? But I lost it. They're winding me up. They know how much I was looking forward to Pancake Day, and they fucked me over, not letting me have a pancake, ballsing them up, just winding me up. Anyway, that's my pancake story. Get it off my chest. Right, this'll do us. So anyway, yeah, this has been the first time. My job generally requires a great deal of patience and unconditional compassion, acceptance. It's hard work, right? A lot of the time it's a joy, it's a pleasure, I love it. And yeah, the kids are great, but they've also got behavioural issues and they're hard work, so they know how to push your buttons, and sometimes I don't have the patience for it. Like tonight, I had to withdraw from the activity of making the pancakes, and my instinct under that stress, even though it's a laugh, they're just winding me up, it's all a laugh. The instinct is to think, well, it's not. Today it wasn't, I want to go and have a fag, right? Because I'm quitting. And one day at a time, I'm getting through this, and I'm not smoking cigarettes. But there's only so much of that, I think. That's where you get to that point of tolerance. I think the last time I quit, I was seeing this girl, and she just was like totally against smoking. I had a fag in her garden once. We were doing some DIY at her house. She bought a new house and I was helping her do it up. I had a fag in her garden. after a long day, after a nice little sesh on the tools. And she comes out and tells me off. She says, "You're not smoking on my property. Get off." And I was like, "Thank you. This is what I need. That's what I need. You know, that is amazing." Because I had done really well not smoking when I was with her. But yeah, there's always that. That's a nice time to have a fag in it. And once you've done a load of hard work, at the end of the day, that reward somehow, that's one of those nice one. You've earned it, even though it does nothing for you. But yeah, I broke up with her, or we broke up, mutual. It just wasn't working out. That's another story. That's another story. And the first thing I fucking did when I thought, right, and I'm packing my bags, I'm getting my shit, and I'm going. I went to the shop, bought some fags, smoked a fag, and that was me done. And I think since then, that was probably November. So now it's what, March or something? No, mid-February, 16th of Feb now, 21. So yeah, it's been 4 months or something that I've been smoking again. But that's all it takes, is that fucking bit of devastating news, or that massive bit of bad luck, or that feeling massively wound up and pissed off where you just think, fuck it. And somehow that's the mad thing about the nicotine, is you think the nicotine will make things better somehow. And it does, right? It does. Because you get that dopamine hit that your monkey mind is craving. It wants that, oh, get a cigarette, go have a cigarette. Also works for, oh, have some chocolate, or watch some porn, or fucking, oh, get a beer, drink a beer. This monkey mind that's always saying that, get that quick fix, dopamine. And yeah, if you don't have the control, and if you don't know how to see it for what it is, being that bit of a monkey mind that's pulling the strings, then you give in. You give into it, and that's why it feels good. That's when it feels good, and you think, fuck it, yeah, that's nice. But then, 5 minutes later, or fucking 2 weeks later, you're kicking yourself again. You're thinking, fuck me, I'm here again. It's so hard to quit. I'm still smoking. All I want to do is quit. I don't want to be doing this anymore. I spend more time in my head thinking, fucking hell, I wish I wasn't smoking when I'm smoking, than actually enjoying the cigarette. That is 100% sure. But work's good for me. Work's good for me with, firstly, not thinking about smoking. Even though I work with smokers, and going out for a fag break's a big part of the day. We don't have set break times where we go out together. You sort of go out on your own, to not leave things short-staffed. So I can just sort of not worry about it. But I'll tell you what, this is what I want to tell you about. I pray that people don't have these kinds of friends or kinds of influences. And if you do, I really feel for you, because it makes it extremely hard. If you happen to be in a relationship with someone who's a smoker and you want to quit, and they've got zero sympathy, and they've got no willpower or ambition themselves to want to quit smoking. Worse still, if they try and tempt you back to smoking when you're trying to quit. I really feel for you, because that's so hard. And I've got a colleague She's done that to me the day before last. First of all, leaving fags lying around. She never normally does, but maybe she does and I don't notice, right? This is another thing. Maybe it's me just being a bit fucking paranoid. Being a bit of a mardy arse and thinking, you know, up on my high horse a bit. Maybe. I don't think it is. I think it's her trying to fucking sabotage my quit because she's done it before. The first time I was quitting at, well, I don't know, first time, second time, third time, whatever the fucking time it was when I was quitting at work last. She's there, she never offers me a fag, right? I normally just roll in my own. But when I'm quitting, she's there fucking, go on, have a fag, go on. And it's like, no, I'm alright, thank you. Go on. Fucking go on then. And that time I gave in. Now, this time, she's not been so obvious and deliberate with her attempt to sabotage my quit. But she's leaving these facts about, which I think is a sneaky little way of subliminal messaging. And then about 10:30 last night, late in the day, everything's wrapped up, getting close to bedtime, she goes, she's shift leader, so she can't leave the house, or she can't leave the premises. She says, would you mind going to the shop and get me some fags? Oh no, she says, will you do me a favour? Can you do me a favour, Tom? It's like, yeah, of course I can. What can I do for you? Thinking it'll be something like, will you go and run this up there, or fucking don't do this little job or whatever. Will you go to the show and buy some fags? Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Maybe I have to give her a break. Maybe she just needs some fucking fags. But it's like, fuck you. You know I'm trying to quit. You know I'm trying to quit. You know how fucking hard it is to quit, and you're fucking sending me to the shop to buy fags, you fucker. I did. I've got the strength to do that. You're welcome. Fucking watch me. I don't fucking need your support anyway. And the curious, the thing that makes me think, because I think I've probably been that person. But in a kind of way. Maybe not when someone's really trying hard to quit and you know that it's like early days where it's really hard. But you offer people a fag, don't you? Say, go on, you have a fag. Because it makes you feel better. It makes you feel better about the fact that you're smoking and you don't want to smoke. Some people just think they're incapable of doing it. I think some people think life's so hard that there's no way that they can possibly quit smoking. I think they build it up so much in their head, or it becomes so much a part of their identity. If you've been smoking 30, 40, 50 years, it's a massive part of your identity as a person is you're a smoker. Your name's Jackie and you smoke. And you got that smoker's voice. And you could never possibly quit. You've been smoking for far too long. And it's not for me to judge this particular person. She's had a bit of a shit show of her life. She's had some really, some tough hands that have been dealt to her. And, if she needs to smoke, if she wants to smoke, she's happy smoking, then if she's not happy smoking, but she just has to, then she's, I'm not judging her. What I am judging, though, is fucking trying to sabotage my quit attempts. Maybe that's to make her feel better somehow. Maybe she's just fucking vindictive. She's got a vindictive side to her. Maybe she gets a fucking kick out of... No, whatever the fuck it is. So that happened anyway. Other developments. Day 6 today. Day 5 and day 6 I've started doing exercise. Right? Yesterday I did about half an hour. Today I've done about 20 minutes. I was fit as a kid. Played a lot of football all the time. Fit as a fiddle all through high school. All through, I don't know, up to sixth form. I was training martial arts a lot. I was doing that 3-4 times a week again, fit as a fiddle. Then I discovered drink and drugs and birds and party times, and I haven't done hardly any exercise since. Cycled around, I've been active enough to sort of stay slim, and I drank enough booze and ate enough, a poor diet just to stay slim. I worked as a bartender dinner for about, 5 years on and off. I work seasonally, so I'll do my summer season up to New Year. Sometimes I do a bit of spring as well, but I'd make, that's how I used to roll. And I'd just be living off beer and booze and fucking shots of Jägermeister at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And that kept me slim. But yeah, I'd cycle around London. So that kept us trim. My last 2 years in Thailand's pretty much the only time where I've actually done consistent exercise. I was doing yoga a lot and, again, cycling around and doing a bit of swimming training. But during that time, I was also a massive stoner, morning, noon and night. I had those 2 years in Thailand, I was constantly stoned. So I didn't reap the rewards and the benefits that, I probably could have done. Anyway, where I'm getting to is I'm back on trying to do some exercise, right? I understand it to be a vital part of, one, improving my well-being, my mental well-being, which is something that I'm massively struggling with these days. And there's ups and downs. You catching me now, probably I'm just coming down off an upper. Tomorrow might be a different story, I suspect. Hopefully not. I'm hoping I can have a productive day, but yeah, for your mental well-being, exercise is key. It gets your endorphins going. Having that ache in your body, making you feel like you've actually done something, you've achieved something, you've pushed yourself a bit. Amazing feeling. Just cracking on and doing it. When you can't really be arsed, you don't really want to do it. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to just fucking crack on. Old David Goggins. If you don't know David Goggins, get a little taste of him, mate. What a G. He's next level. You can't aspire to be like him, but you can certainly learn things from him. And he says he's a madman. If you don't know who he is, he's an absolute madman. He does all these fucking crazy fucking marathon after marathon after marathon, fucking climbing mountains with fucking tree trunks on his back and all that kind of shit. Does something every day. Fit, ex-marine guy, just mental. He's the creme de la creme de la creme de la creme of the Marines or something, right? Anyway, he says some days I look at my shoes. He sits there in his house with his shorts on, staring at his running trainers, thinking, I don't want to fucking do it. I just don't want to fucking do it. And he'll sit there for hours, he says, just fucking staring at his trainers like, fuck me, not today, please Goggins, no. But you never guess what he only goes and does. He only fucking puts his trainers on and cracks on, doesn't he? Right. So that's what it's about. Training that muscle. That's why it's good for your mental well-being. 2, physical well-being, innit? Exercise. It's good to get your body moving, get your blood going. I feel good for it. I've only done 20 minutes, half an hour last couple of days. Not much. Bit of jogging around the garden and lifting some rocks and fucking a jerry can that I've been walking around with. Nothing much, but my legs are hurting and my shoulders are hurting and I know I've done some. It feels good. And hopefully in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, if I keep sticking at it, if I can go from a little stick man, fucking zero definition guy who's never worked out, to maybe having some kind of physique that I'm proud of. And that's not what it's about. It's not about the aesthetics, it's about being functionally strong more than anything. But obviously it's nice, in it, to fucking get a bit of muscle and be a man. I'm just like, I've gone like a fucking teenager. I've got a teenager's body that's done zero exercise. I'd take my shirt off and show you, but I'm embarrassed, so. But yeah, that's the, that's the journey, innit? That's the physical thing to it. Another thing about the exercise, why it's crucial, that's, it's why, these are my motivations. I'm not telling you need to do exercise. I'm saying the evidence is out there to say these are the benefits of doing it. This is why you probably should do it, Tom. And it's like, okay, I know it makes sense. Same with meditation, same with drinking water, same with quitting smoking. All of these things, when I'm struggling and I'm depressed and I'm miserable, it's like, are you doing these simple things, these tick boxes? No, I'm not. So, that's it. What was number 3? I don't know, routine and structure. It's good for your longevity to be active. It's happening again. That feeling where you just think, fuck me, I could just cry. And I wonder what it is. I'm starting to see a therapist again. I told you this the other day, didn't I? And this is what I really want to try and uncover, what these waves of... Is it sadness? Is it pain? Is it just weakness? Where's it coming from? The old Gabor Mate, Dr. Gabor Mate. I'm sure I'll be talking about him more than this time. He's a addiction specialist. He says, don't ask why the addiction, ask why the pain. All addiction being, a compulsive behaviour that's got negative consequences or something like that. So his definition of addiction, something like that. It's quite broad. He says all addiction's rooted in trauma, and more often than not, childhood trauma. Now that can also be because trauma sort of implies that it's been like a traumatic event or an incident, but it can also be from, I've read this book called Why Love Matters. I can't remember who wrote it. Really good, really interesting. And if a child doesn't get the emotional support and the love that it need, that all babies and children need, if there's emotional neglect or physical neglect or fucking, abuse or But the thing is, it's as simple as not being if a baby's crying in distress, and the mother or the caregiver doesn't pick the baby up, look it in the eyes, and be able to go, what's up, I'm here for you, it's okay, soothe it, and be able to become distressed and then bring the emotions down. It teaches the baby how to regulate the emotions, and it also makes her feel like, I've got someone here who's here for me, who's going to love me and care for me. How many kids can go through life, go through the childhoods where the parents are like, for fuck's sake, I'm sick of hearing them crying. Fucking, they'll shut up eventually. I'm pretty sure I experienced that. It's hard to know, innit, because you think, oh, it's so far back. I've got memories of being in my bedroom crying. And my mum not coming. My mum had, if a mum's got post-traumatic stress, fucking, maternal, what's it called? Postnatal depression, right? They're not in a good position to be giving the love and the care to the baby that is optimal, right? It's okay. Give yourselves a break, mums. Your kids are still going to turn out fine. It's not that you don't love them. We know it's hard. And hopefully they'll be able to, they'll forgive you for whatever things you fuck them up with. I forgive my mum. She's amazing. But, yeah, she's kind of the one that's fucked me up. No, it's the matter. I think, yeah, that's the way that I understand it. And my dad, they divorced. And I grew up around conflict and stress and fucking anxiety. And that's shaped my view of the world, and it's made me develop these addictive habits as an adult. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to uncover with my therapist, is the root of this pain or sadness, or whatever it is, and how to process it in a healthy way. I don't know if it'll just, dissipate over time the more I work on it, or if it's just something I've got to learn to live with. And I think that is probably it. You just got to learn to deal with these negative emotions, these kind of difficult emotions, with healthy and wholesome ways, not by trying to run away from them and mask them with smoking and drinking and just changing your state all the time, which is what I've been doing quite successfully in my adult life, being drunk and stoned and living off my dopamine hits of various different things. This quit does feel different, guys, for me. Somehow, I don't know if it's this YouTube thing. I think it's certainly a factor. There's definitely a massive accountability aspect to doing these videos, where I think, well, fucking hell, Tom, you've been bold enough and brass enough to friggin' put these videos on YouTube, sharing your story with the world and sharing your journey with the world. You better fucking follow through with it, otherwise it's going to be one hell of a lot embarrassing, innit? That's one thing where maybe it feels a bit different, and that's kind of daunting as well. And I could always delete the videos, innit? Could always start, just not do it. But I believe in the vision. I believe in the vision of adding value, and by doing that, helping people just quit smoking in whichever way I can. And to do that, it starts with quitting myself, and I think just documenting my journey is, one, it's useful for me in a selfish way, but it's also, you know, I hope it's kind of enjoyable, and you just, I don't know, just relatable. I think that's the word, isn't it? I hope it's relatable. People can sort of think, alright, fair play. Because that's the thing, right? Why do I think, because this is, one of my qualms with this is like there's got to be a certain amount of ego in it, but I'm conscious of it. I don't want it all to be about, oh, me, look at me, because that isn't me. That isn't me, and I feel a bit uncomfortable about it, doing it like that, but fuck it, innit? Fuck it. I'm not ready. I ain't ready to be a YouTuber, am I? Yeah, but you know, what I'm saying is, I've been trying to quit for a long time now. Probably as long as I've been smoking, which might seem a bit mad. Maybe I'll go for my own life, my whole life trying to quit. But I believe it's part of my journey. I believe it's part of my journey that I won't be smoking forever. I think beating this is a massive thing for me, and I believe it can be done. I've got no doubt in my mind. I just like to be there. I like to be confidently there, thinking that's it. No, but I'm not a smoker anymore. Before it gets to the point where I'm thinking about having kids, which isn't going to happen anytime soon. Probably, you know, accidents happen, don't they? But it's fucking chances are slim to none that it's going to happen in the next few years. But I'd like to be at a point where I'm so comfortable. We've just been like, I don't want to smoke. I don't smoke. I used to smoke. That's why I've still got yellow teeth, because I smoked a lot and drank coffee all the time and neglected my oral hygiene a bit, because I was a rough one. Yeah, but yeah, not anymore. I can see it. It's very clear in my mind. So that's where I'll get to, and I think that's important. I think that's important for anyone who's trying to quit. It doesn't just happen. You can't just think, right, that's it, I've had enough. And most of, well, fucking anyone who's tried to quit has failed. Let's face it. I've probably fucking like to put a bet on that fucking 95% of people or more take a fuckload of times to quit before they do it successfully. I think the rare few are people who are like, yeah, if you keep smoking, then you will die like tomorrow, so you better stop, or, you know, you've got something seriously wrong with you now, mate. You are actually gonna die. So, or, you know, fucking, you literally can't breathe anymore, bud. You're fucked. You can't breathe, so you got fucking cancer in your throat, mate. So, yeah, that pain, that horrible pain you're in, ain't going away, mate. We'll give you try and sort it out for you, but you sort of brought it on yourself, mate, and you keep smoking if you want, but it's still going to be fucking painful. You know, they're the people who might be like, right, that's it, I got to stop now, or first time bingo, nice one, first time quitters. I think there's few of them. Most of us, I guess, probably try a fucking 1,000 times to quit before you actually get there. So all those people who have quit and who are quitting, fucking rock on. Good on you. You're my inspiration. You're my motivation. You're my inspiration. You let us know that it's possible. So thank you. Thank you for that. And it's not just smokers. You know, it applies to all kinds of addicts as well. Whatever your thing is, it's possible to walk away from your addictions. You need help and support, and you need strategy. That's important. Community, strategy. And that's one thing that I've got, which I think's worth sharing with you guys, and I'm looking forward to sharing it on my channel. Is my strategies, and where I get my support from, and where I find my community. Because I've tried to just do it on my own lots of times. Tried to do it with a mate. I've tried to do it with therapy, a therapist, but fuck, it's hard. There's so many parts of the puzzle that you need to sort of, for me anyway, that I need to, you know, take it seriously. Anyway, we're getting on. 42 minutes. If you're still smoking, then you know, you do you, but when you're ready, we're here for you. We're here for you. If you're quitting, if you're on your journey, wherever you are, then keep it going, one day at a time. Well done. Don't forget how well you're doing. Praise yourself. Praise yourself. Remind yourself, thinking, do you know what? Well done. These last few days, these last few weeks, these last few months, they've been hard. And those cravings are never going to go away. So good on you. Because you're not that person anymore. You're not the person who just gives in and is weak and just smokes. And thank you. Thank you for showing us the way and letting us know that it's possible. Alright, that'll do. That'll do for day 6 update. Yeah, Godspeed. Take it easy. Happy Pancake Day. And see you in a day or 2 or 3. Next time I feel the next time I get the timing of the energy to chat on. I'm just dribbling on now. See you later. Bye.